Hello everyone, we from Group 8 of the MN23 class will present material on the concept and implementation of the Balance Scorecard and its influence on performance measurement. I am Silva Alida Octaviana and let's get acquainted with my friend.
Hello, I'm Rahmi Mumni Hanifah.
Hello everyone, my name is Dina Novitasari.
Our theme this time is related to performance measurement. Performance measurement is a systematic process to measure, analyze, and evaluate the performance of an organization, individual, or system in achieving goals. In an era of increasingly complex and dynamic business competition, organizational performance measurement has become an important element in strategic management. These measurements are not only used to evaluate the final result, but also as a basis for decision making, strategizing, and improving organizational effectiveness and efficiency. Unfortunately, most organizations still rely on traditional performance measurement approach that tend to focus only on financial indicators. This kind of approach has limitations because it is not able to provide a comprehensive picture of the organization's performance strategically. Therefore, the Balance Scorecard is here to overcome these limitations. The Balance Scorecard, or BSC, was introduced by Kaplan and Norton in the early 1990s. BSC is a strategic management tool that combines financial and non-financial indicators to give an organization a holistic view of its performance. This approach uses four main perspectives: finance, customers, internal business process, and learning and growth.
This presentation aims to 1. Explain the concept and key component of the balance scorecard. 2. Analyze its implementation in the organization. 3. Demonstrate its impact on managerial decision making. 4. Providing a real example of its application in the business world. BSG aims to transform the organization vision and strategy into operational goals. This system not only assesses the final result, lagging indicator, but also the performance driving factor leading indicator. The four perspectives in BSG support each other to achieve organizational synergy. BSG enable organizations to translate strategies into concrete goals that can be evaluated on regular basis. In practice, BSG has also been widely used by public and private sector organizations to improve performance effectiveness, strengthen communication between work units, and encourage a result-based work culture and accountability. The objectives of BSG include translating vision into action. BSG is designed to bridge the gap between strategy formulation and implementation at the operational level, according to Kaplan and Norton. BSG enables managers to structure strategic goals into measurable and monitorable performance indicators, align all elements of the organization. All units in the organization will be able to align their activities with the company main strategy. This will create vertical and horizontal integration that improve organization cohesion. Making performance measurement part of strategic management system. BSG is also a strategy management system that guides the decision-making process, research allocation, and overall performance evaluation. Balance scorecard also have several advantages and disadvantages that we must know, including the advantage of balance scorecard are coordinate strategies and tactics, measure performance multidimensionally, encourage innovation and learning. While the disadvantage of balanced scorecard are implementation costs are high, it is difficult to measure the quality aspect, risk of operating automation.
What we have explained is that the balanced scorecard has four perspectives, including a financial perspective, customers, internal business processes, and a learning and growth perspective. We will discuss them one by one. Number one is finance. This measures the success of a strategy in creating economic value. The financial perspective in the balanced scorecard aims to evaluate the success of an organization's strategy in creating economic value for shareholders or capital owners. This perspective is often considered the most important because it reflects the end result of other business and operational activities. Number two is customers. Measure customer satisfaction, loyalty, and fulfillment. The customer perspective in the balanced scorecard focuses on how the company is perceived by customers as well as how the company creates value for them. This view is crucial because a company's long-term success depends heavily on its ability to attract, retain, and satisfy customers. Number three, internal business processes. Assess the efficiency of the process in supporting goals. The balanced scorecard in this perspective provides a framework for managers to evaluate whether the company's internal processes are running optimally and in accordance with customer needs. Number four is learning and growth. Assessing an organization's ability to innovate and grow. Within the framework of the balanced scorecard or BSC, the learning and growth perspective focuses on developing human resources or HR capabilities, technological infrastructure, and organizational culture that support innovation and continuous improvement. This perspective is foundational for the long-term success of the organization because it supports the achievement of goals in other perspectives, such as internal business processes, customers, and finance.
Okay, next BSC, Integration in Performance System. The integration of balanced scorecards in the performance system that BSC function as a strategic management system, not just a measuring tool. It supports data-driven decision-making, strategic and operational alignment, and cross-sector implementation. It is in this context that the balanced scorecard or BSC comes as an approach that can be effectively integrated in a performance measurement system to provide a more comprehensive view of an organization's performance. Okay, next, BSC impact on managerial decision. The implementation of balanced scorecard can have a positive impact on point 1, more targeted strategic decision, and point 2, focus on customer and innovation, point 3, employee development and organizational culture, and point 4, more thorough performance evaluation. And next, case study. Case number 1, PT Bumi Sarana Utama. This company engaged in the distribution of asphalt and building materials as adopted the balanced scorecard or BSC to improve overall performance measurement. Through the implementation of BSC, the company has succeeded in increasing customer retention and acquisition, as well as reducing the number of complaints, while operational aspect and customer satisfaction are showing progress. Challenges remain on the financial side, where indicators such as current ratio and return on investment are showing declines. This signifies the need to focus more on financial management to achieve balanced performance. Okay, next, case 2. PT Telekomunikasi Indonesia Tbk or Telkom. As the largest telecommunication company in Indonesia, Telkom implementation BSC to achieve sustainability and grow in a competitive industry. By focusing on the 4 BSC perspective, Telkom has succeeded in increasing profitability through diversification of product and services, as well as increasing customer satisfaction with faster and more reliable services. In addition, Telkom also optimizes internal process through automation and system integration, as well as building an organizational culture that support innovation and adaptation to new technologies. And the last conclusion. BSC as an effective strategic management tool in the face of the limitation of traditional performance measurement with a 4 perspective approach. BSC creates better synergy and communication between parts of the organization. This supporting the effective achievement of long-term goals. BSC facilitates balanced performance measurement between financial and non-financial aspects, which is essential for creating value and competitive success. The as of BSC as a performance measurement tool also always managers to focus on key factors of strategic success and steer the organization toward long-term goals.
So, that's the discussion about the concept and implementation of the balanced scorecard and its influence on performance measurement. We hope that the knowledge we share can add to our knowledge and be useful for the world of work and our future. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. We say goodbye, see you again, and have a nice day.